huge one.
He played his hearts out. I mean, for those of us who remember him in his heyday, he was the darling to the Kumasi fans. Anytime he put on that red Porcupine Warrior jersey for Asante Kotoko, and he treasured those moments a lot. And he was also a passionate, in fact, his bosom friend he lost earlier, who also played for Asante Kotoko, Joe Debra.
And he hasn't recovered since.
Exactly. I remember just when Joe died, we covered a game between Bibiani Gold Stars and Asante Kotoko in Bibiani at the Dance Park. And I had the privilege of interviewing him. And I asked him, you know, how the feeling was like. He nearly broke down in tears. He told me that Joe has been his buddy for some time now.
On and off the field.
Exactly, on and off the field. And so Joe's departure really hit him and hit him hard. Then I wake up and like you rightly said, Coach Ebenezer Sefa breaks the news that yes, indeed, we've lost Michael Osei. And I remember every time he comes towards the crew for the interview, all he says is, Scheiße, Scheiße, Scheiße. And it became a cliche that we both used to.
He did play in Europe, you know.
He sojourned in Europe, came back home. He was a darling for the German fans.
You've noticed that all these players, they're so gentlemen. When you off the
real
pitch,
gentlemen,
you know,
real gentlemen,
Michael Osei,
and off
his demeanor.
You hardly hear a negative story about Michael Osei. He keeps to himself. He's almost always among his colleagues, you know, during their playing time. And as a coach, he settled down nicely, was very, very attentive, and worked with a couple of coaches who spoke highly of him. And so it all, you know, hit us hard when we heard that we had lost Michael.
Yeah, Nana. Highlights of the game between the Phobians played at Legon rather against Iswatraman, and they were very confident of winning because Iswatraman are poor travellers. But you were there. Interesting goal this.
Yeah, I think, you know, that was the goal. You know, Iswatraman scoring first before Salim Adams, the informed midfielder in the Ghana Premier League. He's doing well, you know, after some stint in Cincinnati in USA. Salim Adams' performance is better from Kaka, and I think it's very important. So, what started picking up in the Ghana Premier League. So that was the goal from Swatreman. Stephen Dio, yes, a quality player in the Premier League since last season. Sure. He has been one of the key players in Swatreman team. You know, they've got some rich of talent in this particular team. You know, Morrison, Ankrah, Stephen Dio, all these players are doing well in the Ghana Premier League, but they were struggling in away games. There are 5 away games before this particular game. No one pick any points in the away games. Home games is quite okay, but away performance not yet for Nswatraman. So this is the first time this season Almunia at least 1 point in an away game in the Ghana.
Another set piece goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Powerful drive.
From Salim Adams, former New Biase midfielder, he went to Cincinnati. One of the informed players currently in the Ghana Premier League. We don't normally see that in the Premier League. It's set pieces now. A midfielder or driving from afar, and they say in the Premier League. And I think Salim Adams has improved this particular season in the Premier League.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So yeah, Hearts would feel they've dropped you know, vital points as they prepare for their encounter with the arch rivals Asante Kotoko, who also bounced back after 4 games on the trot. I remember reading on social media, people making comparisons between Asante Kotoko and Manchester City. Whether or not it was complimentary, no. They were looking at the way the two sides have lost back-to-back games. And for Kotoko, luckily, they were able to stop that with a 2-0 win in Doma. Surprise results?
For me, no.
2-0 away in Doma?
It was not surprising because
really?
Over the last couple of seasons, Kotoko have dared the might of Aduana in Doma.
But this one, they were in a bad form. They were in bad shape.
Well, they were in a bad form or bad shape. But going into this game, Dr. Prosper Nato Ogum had done some amount of homework, had improved certain key areas of the team. And don't forget, they were going to face a struggling Aduana FC, who had also not started the season quite well. And before the game, there was word that should Aduana lose the game, their head coach, his head will be on the line. And I'm not surprised, therefore, that Coach Yaw Ankrah has been asked to step aside from the team. But obviously getting into the rhythm, and again, yeah, if you remember the commencement of the season, we mentioned the fact that Coach Yaw Ankrah did not have certain key players playing for them due to the fact that last season most of them were on suspension. But it was good to see Alex Boache back in the team. Henson Amponsa has been showing some clarity in his game, as well as Elvis Ado in the middle. And then there was Kelvin Obeng. Kelvin Obeng has almost always been the link man to see whether he can get goals. And then in defense, it has always been the general Rich Saki who was controlling issues there, with Masaudu Inusa the best that they have in terms of goalkeeping. But obviously, Kotoko came into this game wounded lions, and they knew that the trip back to the Garden City would be comfortable enough if they go back with 3 valuable points. And that's exactly what they did. Good set piece there, top corner, strike, go straight into the net. And
to see players in the local league doing that, there's a left back. Patrick Esiedu, they
yes.
got from Brekum Chelsea. When you look at the Kotoko team, both the right back and the left back are former Brekum Chelsea player, and they are doing well this season.
And it's refreshing to see
Coach Prosper Ogun under pressure.
Ogun, yes.
And one of the things I love about Coach Prosper Ogun is that pressure, no pressure. Born a red tie, white shirt. I mean, he's on the touchline. He looks like he's about to go and preach. Very, very neat. But yeah, let's talk about the goal. I mean, look, the keeper was
classic
like,
goal,
yeah,
dead on target.
It was almost perfect. Well, it was perfect as far as the goalkeeper was concerned. He was complaining about the wall, but Aduana tried to get back into the game, and they had chances, including this one.
Yeah, only a lot of chances, and I thought they could have scored at least one before the second goal from Albert Samoa in the Kotoko team. But the Kotoko team on the day decided to win the game for Promotional. There were a lot of pressure on the coach. Reports coming from Kumasi, and they say, we need this particular game. He will not be the coach for their game against Hasselhoff. So the players wanted to do something for their coach because he has done a lot for these players. He brought almost about 80% of the players into the Kotoko team.
The defenders seem to be ball watching. That's the typical term we use. If we take a look at the goal again, and this is what it meant to them. And number 7 man enjoyed himself.
Basi, the Nigerian international. And
How have the fans taken to him, Basi?
It's not been bad. In the last few games, I think he's one of the best players in the Kotoko team. When you watch their game against Nations, when he came in the second half, now the performance is different. He changed the game in the second half. So coach decided, say, going to Aduana, you need to give him a start. So when you look at the attack of Asante Kotoko, Basi was in the team. Albert Samoa was back into the first 11. Even entry from the Blasters camp was on the bench. Saka Dauda, who is part of the Chan team, was also starting for Asante Kotoko. So you can see on the day, Kotoko presented a strong lineup just to get the possible 3 points against Aduana. And Aduana starts in recent times. Doma anticipated the Doma that we know previous years, that teams go there with that fear factor. This time, when you go there, when you're on your you find a way to get the result that you are looking for. So imagine him say, Asante Kotoko did well. In the midfield, Justice Bule was back into the DM role for the first time in almost 2 years. So it tells you, say, things that supporters were calling for. That is one thing that coach Promotional here in the day. It's Asante Kotoko that important to win in Doma.
Yeah.
Of course, just before you move to the next point, let's also be quick to condemn the actions of the fans of Aduana FC. I mean, they've year in, year out, or season in, season out, they've been punished for some of the things they do when teams visit. And I understand if the stories that we're hearing are anything to go by, then I understand that they also were at it again. Sometimes it's very difficult when you lose at home.
We've had this conversation for about 3 consecutive seasons. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm wondering what kind of decision can be taken that would really deter football fans, not only in Doma, but across, deter them from taking the law as it were into their own hands.
Yeah, there you go. Quick one before we go for the break. If you look at the top 4, Gold Stars are still there. They've looked really good this season. But you see the points difference between Bichem and Gold Stars is literally 1 win. If you lose and the teams below you win, you can swap places. And it doesn't look like your traditional Ghana top 4, maybe Midiama, yes, former champions, but Gold Stars, Nations, Heart of Lions, all knocking, whilst Kotoko, Hearts of Oak, and the rest are below them. Still a long way to go. Early days yet in the Ghana Premier League, but that's the standings after match week 12. And Samatex, of course, also in the ninth spot rather, climbing up. They are the defending champions, mind you. They've not had it easy, even though they're out of Africa. You know, they're still, you know, finding a way back. Still ahead of them, Asante Kotoko, Hartlepool, and Bichem. Let's go for a break. We'll be back very, very shortly.
GPL Headquarters.
Playing for your country, enye easy. Scoring, enye easy. Avoiding injuries, enye easy. Winning, enye easy, Charlie. But you know what be easy now? Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Aye easy. You get everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted granules. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. As I be street footballer, Gary at the top. Now we attend Star Boy. Still Gary at the top. I travel go abroad. Kibo Gary at the top. Kibo Gary, he the bio. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Pre-order the latest iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max at all Max Buy shops nationwide. Get 1,000 cedis cashback upon pickup if you pre-order. This exclusive offer runs from the 25th of November to the 7th of December 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Visit our website maxbuy.com.gh to learn more.
Max TV and Max Radio listeners and viewers, get ready to win big with Mega Cash Lucky Box, the game where you could walk away with instant cash prizes. It's so simple. Just dial *426*8# on all networks now and follow the prompts. It's easy to play. Pick a lucky box and reveal your cash prize. Yes, it's that simple for listeners and viewers of Max TV and Max FM. You can win from 100 to a massive 50,000 Ghana cedis every day, right here. Don't miss your chance. Charlie, players all over Ghana are winning serious cash now. What are you waiting for? Max Mega Cash Box. Dial *426*8# and win instant cash today. Don't wait. Your chance to win 50,000 Ghana cedis is just a lucky box away.
Max Mega Cash is regulated by the NLA on the Characters platform for those 18 years and above only. Terms and conditions apply.
GPL Headquarters.
All right, welcome back. They say sacrifice is the ultimate price, but sometimes the price comes before the sacrifice somehow. Anyway, that's just by the way. So Gold Star still leading the pack there. Nana Adu's team making sure they are still in pole position, and the newcomers from a couple of seasons ago. Nation's still there. Heart of Lions, also newcomers from a couple of seasons ago. And Midiama Sporting Club. But the points difference is not that much. At the bottom, Accra Lions. Unfortunately, this is a familiar position for them, but they always seem to bounce back and climb out. But they've got to be careful. On 9 points, it's not something they would be looking forward to. Legon Cities, notwithstanding recent positive results, even though that has been reversed, they're still there in vision. Dreams, Aduana, follow Young Apostles. So the new boys, Basake Holy Stars, Young Apostles, and Vision FC are in the bottom 10. But again, the points difference is just a point or two. Yeah, Midiama are back in contention. Remember, they were leading the pack at the start of the season. And another win for them meant that they are closing the gap once again, Prince.
Yeah, they're coming forward slowly but surely. And it's interesting how the coaches have blended both the young and the old to ensure that they give off their best anytime they get onto the field of play. It's been wonderful. The players have also shown total commitment to doing well. And so again, feelers we are getting, and there's a head coach taking them through the steps and the mill. And you see clearly that there's determination written on their faces. They know that there's nothing else to do but to ensure that they chalk some points. And so it's good to see that they are also gearing up. Like we said, they also have a blend of the old and the young. And so, and again, the support that comes from the management of the team clearly shows. But against, an upcoming team and a rising team where, there you see one of those classic goals scored there. Mediama almost always find it comfortable playing, whether they are home or they are away. Sometimes the results don't go to them, but hey, wherever they find themselves, clear shot on target. And there they utilize and mastermind that move there clearly without any difficulty. And again, kudos to wherever they go, the fans are there to give them the cheer. They give them the following with every passing game. And so clearly shows again that Mediama, as you rightly said, they are back in contention. They need to build
we were
up.
almost denied the full, scale of that shot. Incredible shot. We've seen some crazy goals this season.
We have seen some crazy goals.
Unbelievable.
But,
that was one of them.
Yeah, but also give young Apostles the credit. I mean, it was one of the teams, one of the young teams and the new entrants that came into the season, and they chalked some pretty much good stride. But again, when the going gets tough, we almost indicated that from the start of the season, that it is when the going gets tough that the tough will get going. 2 goals to the good for Mediama, which gives them a little sort of a positive impetus as they go into the next round of matches. Don't forget, we will only have that break because of the MTN FA Cup. But once we are through with that and that is done and dusted, we get back into the stride and then we go again. Young Apostles, for my money, have not really, disgraced themselves. I think one of the new teams that have come into the season, I've been quite impressed with them, especially the kind of leadership that they have from Enimado. But of course, not taking anything away from Baseke Holy Stars, who are also gradually trying to be the law enforcers in terms of trying to get into their groove. And of course, Vision, who again, for my money, started quite well. A couple of losses somewhere along the line. They've not won in recent times. Draws and losses have been their forte for now. But again, with just a couple of matches to go to end the first round, it gives the teams a lot more urgency to be put into their training, etc., etc. Dreams FC, for example, we didn't hear of them till very late when they won 2 matches on the trot, but then they had to give up again somewhere along the line. I listened to Winfred Dormon in an interview earlier on, and he says the blend is still work in progress. They believe that they would bounce back to some kind of leverage in terms of performance when it comes to the season. But they have also not fared badly. At least they've lifted up themselves. I think my team for the moment would be Heart of Lions. I mean, what a performance they have put up. They are gradually edging into the top 2 bracket of the Ghana Premier League.
I think they're
currently
in
the top 3 now.
BBN Gold Stars, right.
So with BBN Gold Stars at the top, a lot of push from Nations FC, and then Heart of Lions in 3rd position. Mediama climbed back to the 4th position, which is good enough. A point you raised out earlier on. Look at the point difference between number 9 Samatex, Brekum Chelsea, Kotoko is just 1 point. And then between Kotoko and Hearts is just 1 point. Between Hearts and Bechem is just 1 point. Between Bechem and Mediama is just 1 point. It tells you that clearly, if you lose guard, you slip.
That is why I always say, I was saying on Sports Park yesterday, what's the way our league table needs to go and how things are going? If FA and for many and share how games are being played in the Ghana Premier League, what we saw later part of last season, we may see them this season again in the 2nd round.
Which is?
A game like Brekum Chelsea, House of Lions. You remember that game?
Okay.
Match of
That game, that famous penalty. Referee need penalty naje.
So you're worried about matches of convenience?
Obviously. When you look at the result that we are seeing in the first round, some of the big teams will struggle in the second round. So, team over a powerful hands handling the team will have influence in the second round. It's a fact. That is why Heart of Lions has started picking points in the first round because they know what they went through last season.
They don't want a repetition.
A situation will be in the second round of the Ghana Premier League. Personally, I'm not really comfortable with where Dreams FC find themselves on the league log. Yeah, Minister who followed how Premier League is going. Many comfortable.
I don't know.
Many comfortable where Vision FC find themselves.
Teams, no.
15th and 16th.
These two teams are in the hands of the chief of staff and the football president.
Yeah,
and it's a fact.
It's a fact.
That is why all statistics will struggle in the first round and then in the second round.
That's a good point you've raised, and I think a lot of people have also raised those concerns. What we have to do is to make sure that the watchdogs, especially the referees,
and chairman is seeing it's now
some
of the teams are struggling. Look at a team like Vision FC. They've played 6 home games. I'm about 4. I'm about draw 4. Every one, lose 1.
But a bubble now, it doesn't matter
whether like to up their game in the
chief
second
of
round.
Staff or not chief of staff. Bubble no, went to me and shy. What I say? I know where you're coming from.
You understand where I'm coming?
The temptation, meaning
obviously,
the temptation to do something.
Once there was Randy handling Pando House of Lions.
You will always be there.
Our last game, of course, when you're careful, you could go to relegation. Obviously, we are referee can now you know
the repercussions.
Once I speaking about a situation like this, I know what is going on. It's a fact.
What can
you remember that famous commentary? Referee need penalty tonight. And you know, you can see it was coming.
Yeah. And it was a terrible
So if you want to avoid some of these things, but first round, that is my point.
Now, first round, show so to me more. Show. No, what
ironically,
I understand him.
You see, and you know what Nana Adu also understands is that you may be the team of the chief of staff, you may be the team of the FA president. They are not the ones who are on the field playing the football.
Right.
So play the game and win.
But if you're not, his fear is that
the repercussions will come in the second round,
critical,
where the matches of convenience will start rearing their ugly heads.
So what we are supposed to do is to highlight this.
You know, sometimes before the thing, we predict so that it will not happen. And Germany see now, you know.
If at the end of the day,
pretty much nothing you can do.
Yeah, just look at the league table again. Just look at this. So teams there that's here, Accra Lions, Ishmael is a powerful person in the football industry now. Lagos City's assistants now. Two about we not table net 10 a team like Lagos City will be powerful in the football circle. Yeah, you know, I want to say it.
Yes, I know, Prince. What he said is true.
I agree.
Chief of staff. Dreams FC.
FA president.
Aduana Stars.
Domahene.
Karola United. How would I do so? Young Apostle. Any model. And so at my MP. For Sunyana South.
Only Stars.
Only Stars. Western Western chairman.
Right.
So my point is look at the teams from number 10 to number 18.
Into one
influence in the game.
Into one
so that is why if you want to play the game, get the points that you need in the first round.
Okay.
So that you can do second round, not or penalty, those kind of things don't happen in the game again.
Nana Adu is perfectly right, but you are not getting the points.
And
what do you do?
You can do
Dream Chelsea, what's it? Tuba. For Karela, struggling team in the Ghana Premier League to come and beat you.
You know, everybody has somebody. So it's going to be very difficult.
That is what I'm saying. If you want to avoid some of this, that is why I'm comfortable with a team like Heart of Lions. Somebody at Randiabe, when you reach experience in the Ghana Premier League, person situation like this might happen to the game. It's a fact. So you try to get the result and conduct danger zone in the second round. That is a fact. And we need to work on some of these things.
But you see, if you are not getting the desired results, we definitely will go into the second round. And this much of convenience issue might rear its ugly head again. It is not for want of trying that the teams are not getting the results.
It'll be our influence.
Everybody is playing their hearts out. But it's just that the results are going in a certain way. I agree with you 100%. And that was why I laid emphasis on the difference in the points build up on the table. Number 10 has 15, 11 has 13, 12 has 13. A slip by number 10, 13, 13, 12, 12 are all heading towards the top. Three teams have 11 points. So Dreams, Vision, Legon Cities. Once you chalk a victory, it gives you a certain advantage. Life at the top is also virtually the same. I think that the weekend before this one, it was Nations who were lying at the top of the table. Now the table has turned.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be that battle. It's tough for Karim Zito and Winfred Dormon because they are also trying their best to put Dreams FC in a very respectable position, at least before the first round.
Prince, the point I was trying to say, you've been in football for a very long time. Prince, what will football?
Yeah.
We have 17 home games, 17 away games. Their games are over home, all they are starting stroke, so you need to get your 3 points.
Okay.
And I'm sure a team like Dreams FC, a game like Scarella, or my person will get maximum 3 points at home because it's not Koto, it's not Haas, it's not Mediama. What I say? So you struggle to beat Mediama by 1 goal to none. It will 2 back. Not Carolina, but show it will 2 back. Obviously, we a team, our performance, you'll be questioning some of the things within the team. That is what I'm saying. Some of these things, you need to get points a bit to Mabuao. But this kind of things wouldn't happen in the second round. That is my point. Because look at what happened between you and Dreams FC in the. People were raising a lot of concern. Say, you didn't team by players did not park on the Sobono. No other players did not park on the Sobo. And they played against one of the established teams in the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah.
And I said, Ubia kind, a lot was written about it. There was a lot of talk, discussions. But what happened at the end of the day? It's, maybe your fears are there, but unfortunately, this is something that we need to guard against. And hopefully, this time around, if you have your home matches and you're able to win in the first round, win. But if you're not, don't think that this time round, getting towards the end, will be so influence.
Exactly.
Any easy to sell last season.
Yeah.
Nana. Because again, the influences are quite a handful,
and they are wider now.
Exactly.
Everybody has
exactly.
Exactly. And he said he mentioned something about
the fact is that Obia were friends within the system.
Yeah.
And some of the teams, how are you Premier League?
Within football and outside football.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is why I mentioned teams like Lagos
Stars, they've set the tone. They're going. Nations
you
FC,
may see
they've
their
set the
performance
tone. They're
on and off in the first
Heart
round.
of Lions, the same. Mediama, with a lot of experience, the same. So you realize that week in, week out, check the kind of results that we get. Number one, this season is not producing the goals that we thought we would see. We are not seeing striking abilities of the teams, which also means that we are giving credit to the defenders of the various teams because they seem to be defending very well. It makes the matches tougher and tougher as you go through. Look, people would put their eyes on a big match between Accra Hearts of Oak and Asante Kotoko. It may or may not live up to expectation based on a lot of permutations. Matches that you may not put your eyes on, you realize that a minnow team can win by 3-0 comfortably or 4-0 comfortably. That is the sort of season we're having. And so it is making it difficult. Even if you go to the Division 1, I can tell you for a fact, Accra Olympics may not have secured all points in all their matches, but they are yet to lose again. Yeah. But the pressure at their side at the top is incredible. The statistics on the screen and even in that tells us all. Yeah.
In that zone, more than 3 teams want to qualify for the Premier League.
That's what making it difficult.
Look at the investment Hokoya has done within their team.
But even the general stats will tell us all. Look, 14 red cards so far.
Obviously.
371 yellow cards. Now, how many goals have we scored? A paltry 167. Which means that, yes, the potency up front is not what we were all expecting because we thought that teams were going to come in very vibrant, very strong, and they're going to be polishing their finishing, etc. But it has not been like that.
Yeah, Nations, but before Nations, they are doing so well. Let's talk about Aduana Stars. Aduana Stars, unfortunately, as Prince mentioned, every season, literally, there's always an issue. And again, once again, they've been charged. Breach of Section 16 of the GFA Disciplinary Code. And it's alleged that the club failed to ensure the safety of match officials during the game. Video evidence has surfaced, obviously, on social media and all the rest of it, and their supporters behaved inappropriately. And this is not the first time, as you alluded to, Prince.
Sure.
And so they have until Wednesday, the 27th of November, to respond to the charges. It will be difficult to defend Aduana Stars as a club, even though they could also argue that, minority fans, hardcore fans, but they were in your they were in your vicinity, and they were supporters of your club, so they will be punished.
Yeah, we've been to centers where the home support has been crazy. Aduana is one of them, and I'm saying crazy positively, in the sense that they support their teams wholeheartedly. Bofuakwa had a thunderous support in Sunyani. Techiman, 11 Wonders have that support in Techiman. So does Samatex. Once you lose at home, obviously, supporters are not too happy. But you see, for Aduana, the Aduana or the Doma fans, anytime Aduana lose at home, not only are they angry, but it also stems to the fact that Aduana did not perform well, and that's why they lost. And so they always want to vent their spleen immediately.
So you're angry.
Yes.
If everything,
but you see, that's what they're used to.
Personally,
that
I
is
think
what they're
Aduana
used to.
Stars need to check something in their team. Something is not working for them.
Which is
The Aduana Stars team that I know, not first, no Koto. Wouldn't you say you are not going there to even get the points?
we are lucky. You'll be at the best.
The best will be a draw.
Yeah.
What is going on within
Things
the team
have changed.
at this time? No, things are changing.
Things have changed.
Maybe you are a champion. What they?
Or your scapegoat.
Or your scapegoat, keke.
Oh, I see.
You know, Aduana Stars 5, 6, 7 years ago were getting players to Doma. As I'm talking to House, we're not getting those players. Then, all of a sudden, the best players in the local league and attracted Aduana Stars. Those days, Yaya Mohammed, he was close to signing for House of Folk. In the space of 3 hours, Aduana Stars will call Doma and I can't see what. Aduana Stars are fan. So they were getting the best players in the local league.
And don't forget, they
Players
also played with a lot of consistency because they kept that team.
The key players,
Yeah.
Sam Adams, Stephen Adams, Emmanuel Jenfi, Bright J, Isaac Minta, Elvis Opoku, Alex Boache, what I say, Emmanuel Okuaku, Obubulebu.
Yeah.
They were getting the best players in the local league. Then, as all of a sudden, Aduana Stars is struggling to get the best players in the local league.
And then as some management.
That is my point.
It is purported. Last season, it was purported. I stand to be corrected.
Money issue.
But players were sanctioned. Players were banned from the team for the last session of the matches. Indefinite suspensions because they all started dabbling in the bet thing.
Yeah, that was the reports coming in. So
that is one of the reasons that caused Yaw Ankrah to lose most of the key players and had to survive with fringe players. So this season was a time where he felt that he could handle the team because he is starting the team with preseason, etc. But the players he wanted, he didn't get all of them.
Yeah, but there's an investigation which I'm privy to the fact that that investigation has ended with regards to betting companies or a betting company having the contacts of all these players and they are able to give or send them, that in itself
is a locker room bonus.
Yeah,
it's a bet power after withdrawing from
beyond
the
that,
sponsorship as a main sponsor.
Yes.
They introduced the locker room bonus. So they have the contact of all the 17 apart from Asante Koto.
Yeah, beyond that,
Koto they didn't agree to that deal.
But beyond that, there looks to be what Prince is saying, a very smart, clever way of potential quote alleged manipulation, and that needs to be checked as well. But Aduana, Emmanuel Mafo, he's doing well.
Whose situation, Obian said this game, this team is favored to win the game, but they give the odds to the team who said they are not likely to win the game. It means
even though they are not doing well,
the betting companies suspect something within the game.
Right.
So it happens especially in our game.
Right.
So I think the last time I spoke to Prosper Harrisonado, he even told me, say, we a stakeholder. You don't qualify to stake bet. He told me. So why is it that all the players, our numbers, in your in the hands of
betting companies? Yeah.
Yeah, that is the point.
Yeah.
to pay locker room bonus.
I'm not sure what has happened
So
to
I
that
think,
investigation.
I
but
agree with you that, they
Omar
need to,
concluded.
review that deal with bet power concerning, that locker room bonus because upon what Koto, bet power, on numbers of every other team in the Ghana Premier League.
It is by mistake. Oh, yeah, player not 10,000 bet to account.
Obviously, you'll be asking questions.
I'm glad you. 10,000 CDs. I bet to account will put by mistake.
At this time.
Yes. But now there's a system where you can, you can reverse, But anyway, the phone lines have been activated. Yeah, Aduana on the pitch have a lot of work to do, and off the pitch they have answers to answer, also questions to answer. Their fans have not been good ambassadors on occasion. Not all of them. It's always a minority, but you see, it's in the name of Aduana. It's a bit affect him. And Champo, are you surprised that he's moved on?
I'm not really surprised because once our performance in Koye, they obviously find it, the one person now with the blame the better. And I think when you look at the Aduana Stars team, aside the other issues, performance Nagasa perform.
Obviously, when Aduana is in form, there is more competition in the league.
Yeah, in recent times, in recent times, I think, in the last 20, 30 years, they are the only team straight from Division 1 back Premier League, they won the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay, Yanko Amano, so Taifa, Agosu. Hello, Agosu, good evening.
Yeah, evening, sir.
Oh, yeah, good evening, we're listening to you.
Mr. Olympics match, Mr. Me discourse, me Olympics fan for Taifa Burkina.
Oh, Frefi Burkina.
Taifa Burkina.
Taifa Burkina.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Olympics match.
We'll get him the results.
Uncle Edu, Prince is also a roving ambassador as far as that is concerned. It's only a short Olympics, move back to the Ghana Premier League. Okay, he's gone. Yeah. A lot of Olympics fans are really keen on them bouncing straight back to the Ghana Premier League.
That is why I was talking about that particular zone.
Very tight.
Difficult group. And I know what, Honorable Peter who has done in the whole team. They have a strong team. They really want to qualify to the Ghana Premier League. I know what Oko United is doing in the Division 1. They also want to qualify. Dr. Francis Ofori, Pusher, is doing well with, the team that they are playing with, Olympics.
Port
City. They're also doing well in Division 1. Olympics the same. Atram the Pisa, Nania FC. They are all doing well in the Premier League, and I think they need to monitor how our situation is with that zone. A team that will qualify for that particular zone will work hard to get the qualification.
And I've got a message here saying that apart from Black Stars, it looks like it's business as usual. Yeah, business as usual. I mean, my position has been clear. Yeah. We've changed players, we've changed coaches, we've done all those things. Management, we haven't changed, and my position has been very clear. It doesn't mean I don't like the GFA or I'm anti-GFA or I'm anti-Koto cricket. That's my personal opinion and my position. If I had the power, that's what I would do. Or if I was in there, I would resign so that we can try something else. But I know those of us who hold that position are anti-GFA or anti-Koto cricket. No, sometimes your best critics are the ones who would actually help you to make those changes. But for now, it doesn't look like it.
But that's
a friend saying round table now. I said FAA holding with stakeholders. No, ambassador.
I understand it's being postponed.
Okay.
I understand it was supposed to come on this Thursday, but I understand it's been postponed. But
Right.
the most important thing is the head coach of the Black Stars tomorrow morning will meet the executive council members at the GFA to bring his reports and explain things to them personally. I don't know the reason why the Football Association is delaying on issues like this. Who coach a country like Togo, no one qualified for AFCON. Maybe every president, I don't allow you to stay.
Benin.
Even Benin.
With all due respect.
with all due respect, yeah.
If you are a coach of a Benin national team, no one qualified for AFCON, you will not stay. How can you coach a country like Ghana? You draw 3, you lose 3. Against teams like Niger, Sudan, Angola. And we are talking about other issues instead of the head coach. The coach is not good enough for me. It's a fact. That is my view. I was one of the few journalists who sat on radio, TV, advocating, said the best person to coach the Black Stars at that particular period was Otado. Once I went to qualify for AFCON, meant to soon Castle Otado is the coach to take Black Stars to the next level. He's not good enough for me. So personally, I feel that once they went to man for Ghana and qualify, and for AFCON. Personally, you don't change the assistant coaches, you don't change the goalkeeper trainer, you don't dissolve the Blaster management committee and say that the head coach there, you need to stay and coach the Blaster still.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, I mean, those are very clear. But caller asked about Olympics and Dewi youngsters, right?
Olympics and Port City.
Port City, I beg your pardon. It was goalless.
Yeah, it's halftime.
Sorry, it is goalless. They've gone for a break, so we'll keep you posted on that one. Yeah, the Ghana football is not just about the Black Stars, but that's the pulse, that's the heartbeat.
Yeah, it is.
When you travel anywhere you go and you say you're from Ghana, if they don't mention back in the day, depending the generation, they may mention Abedi Pele, they may mention Michael Essien, Asamoah, whatever, but they would mention somebody. If it's Germany, of course, Yagola, or even maybe CK Akuno. But that's how it is. This new generation, they're struggling at the moment, and a lot of Ghanaians. My worry is that if you lose that spiritual support from the very people who are supposed to support you to win, it's going to be very difficult, because then who are you fighting for? Anyway, let's go to Ashaiman. Innocent, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, Innocent. Akwaba.
Hello, thank you. Please, I'm not good at tree, so.
Okay. Let's speak English or French.
Yeah. Me, I'm concerned about Kush.
We're listening to you. Hello? Oh. He's off, unfortunately.
I think he was concerned about Tuado.
Maybe Prosper, coach. Prosper. He could have been any other coach. You never know. Yeah.
But he's doing a good job. Watara.
He's turned things around.
He's turned the Hearts of Oak team to a fearsome side. People need to watch out for the kind
when
of
consequent Hearts are doing well, there's more interest, and the league,
Exactly.
It's been a while.
That is why I always want the football association to settle on the television coverage.
Right.
When we look at the coverage that we are seeing in the Ghana Premier League as it stands now, we cannot be watching the El Clasico like how we are seeing things. It's a fact. It's not the best. 5 years ago, we've moved to another level. It looks like we are going back. So personally, the super class cannot be, a normal game. You are struggling to even watch on TV. Super class, the El Clasico, Has and Koto, and you are struggling to even see the game. You see players, running here, and you don't see the ball.
Yeah.
So personally, they need to settle on some of these issues.
Agosu is back on the line. Hello, Agosu. Hello.
Hello.
Aha. You wanted to get back, but it's goalless at the moment. Olympics and Port City goalless. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Premier Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, me see a Premier View. Wonders are never end. We are back to back to the Premier.
Okay.
Back to Premier League review.
Okay. Great. And may we show best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right. You're welcome. With a name like Agosu, they are a hardcore fan. Yeah,
and they are doing well. You even have a player in the Chan team, Samuel Ashikwe.
Yeah.
He's part of the Chan team, Didi Dramani's Black Galaxy.
Yeah. But Samuel is a GPL. He was part of the previous.
Very good player. He was part of, Ibrahim Tanko's under 23 team. So he has been around the national team for some time. Rich experience in the local scene in the last 3 years.
And in fact,
when you look at his Chan team, we have players from Division 1, Division 2.
11 near higher. 11 near high. Anyway, a few more calls before we wrap it up. But this weekend also promises to be interesting with a lot of stuff. Galaxies as well preparing. As I said, it's not just about the Black Stars, but the main attraction here. And of course, teams scattered from Midiama to Nations to Kotoko and Heart of Lions, Olympics, Summertex. Yeah,
Hearts are going to open up their Pobiman Park for the MTN FA Cup match between themselves and Ghana Immigration Service. It's one of the key matches that a lot of people are looking forward to, especially
officers. They lost there to Nania.
Especially officers of the Ghana Immigration Service. They have promised that the shape that Accra Hearts of Oak are in is nothing to write home about, and that they will show them why they are immigration officers. If I look, I've taken a look at some of the pairings for the MTN FA Cup, and it's mouth-watering and they are dicey as well. And it's good that both Kotoko and Hearts seem to be getting into their stride ahead of the two meeting, you know, with Kotoko winning by 2-0, and then Accra Hearts of Oak also drawing against the Nswatreman. So again, as we go into the MTN FA Cup weekend, we can only hope that results will go the way that fans want their results to go.
Yeah.
And like the Agosu supporter who called, and he said with all confidence that they are coming back. It's a view shared by the Controller General of Ghana Immigration Service. You know, he's the head of the 3-member management team handling Accra Great Olympics now. So let's see how things go.
Mr. Wilson, author of FA Cup committee, Osho.
The chairman,
Also,
It's been a while.
one thing is, you know, when you look at people who don't even know FA Cup is coming on this particular weekend.
Yeah.
I think patronage in form, low patronage, and I think
The FA Cup committee. Sometimes, what do they say? You don't know what you're missing until you lose it. At times, no, we have to let the public see, and no, they will know. We cannot. What's the word to use? Hype ourselves, right? Mm-hmm. And I ain't hyping on.
Oh no, well, hyping yourself is no crime. It's no crime, but at least it's also good to let the information flow, you know, so that people can be abreast exactly what
it looks easy, but
what is happening.
It
looks easy, but
easy.
Sure.
So hopefully,
we're just hoping that we're just hoping that.
Yeah, start times definitely. Matisse, things are happening, and confirm when we have confirmations, but. The fans, Prince, I'm sure you're getting messages, Nana, myself, constantly. We'll be saying,
I remember somebody called me and Obi Sam said, "Nanti, the super class Koto has especially say and I'm saying in the next weekend." Yeah, it was supposed to be this particular weekend, but I understand some of the FA Cup number show for this weekend. The following one is an election weekend. So after that, that is what I'm hearing. Yes, in the middle of December. Somewhere 14, 15 there. They are likely to play the super class. And it looks like Koto has so formed in your bad. Looking at what I saw from the House of Folk team,
it's by then,
what I saw from
there'll be a balance.
So 2 weeks they can use that to prepare for the super class. So we're interested.
Yeah, time out. So thank you very much, Nana Adu, and big thanks also to Prince Anna. We're off to Prayboy to have our usual prayers. And let's catch you again very soon. Bye for now.
Max TV. Sports, entertainment, and more.
Pre-order the latest iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max at all Max Buy shops nationwide. Get 1,000 cedis cashback upon pickup if you pre-order. This exclusive offer runs from the 25th of November to the 7th of December 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Visit our website maxbuy.com.gh to learn more.
Max TV. Sports, entertainment, and more.